Welcome back. Another episode of the Looney Bin. Tomorrow is processing day, which will already have happened by the time you see this, thanks to the miracles of magic of Hollywood and something. So, as you can see out there, there's cattle sporadically standing and laying down. So that's what happens when you're processing out there. They tend to just hang out there, especially when the weather's nice, like it is today. Finally, look, shadow. Oh, burning ball in the sky. So yeah, they'll hang out there and they'll clean up all that hay that's on the ground. So that's, like I said, every second day we put the really good hay out there because they will clean that up. The lesser quality stuff, they kind of tend to not clean it up too much. They'll lay on it, pee and poop on it pretty bad. So what I do is I put the lesser quality stuff in the bell rings and they get a good chance at it to clean it up, do all that stuff, and then by the end, when there's little piles, I don't even know if you can see that. I'll call it on like that. Like that's pretty well done. So I'll move the bell ring and then they'll pick through that and then lay on it. So that way there's really a low amount of wastage. Look how pretty it is. Aww. Said there's a bugger to work in because everything's coated slick as cow snot. But so yeah, everything today is about really getting going at making sure everything is all done. That way tomorrow we can just concentrate on working with the calves, so there's not much in the way of chores to do once we're done, because that would be working in the dark. And it'll take most of the day to get it done. Even though we do have a helping hand coming, one of the kids' friends is coming to help out, big muscly lad that he is. So yeah, I'm gonna get on with this and see what the day brings. Yep. Still those guys at the fault. Nothing to do with that. No. Up. Might start getting a couple that turn back. They're the dangerous ones. Come on, son. That's a girl. Come on. And so there you have it. Talk about a beautiful day to work the cattle beasties. So yeah, there we have the heifers. So we had, in our calving we had 3/5 steers to 2/5 heifers. So yeah, today we processed, what did we process? 85. There was 85 in this block, and then we have some more over there still to do. But This past year was not a great calving season. We ended up with less than 100 calves on the ground, and we had a very successful calf survival rate this year, which was good considering the pregnancy rate was so low. We had issues with bulls last year. I think I've covered that before. But just a huge thank you to my kids, Liam and Christina. Christina was running the head gate. Sorting between the heifers and the steers. And Liam was running the side gate to let the steers out and loading the chute. And then our third child, which is not genetically ours, but as much as a family as we all are, Josh. Josh Gerloose. He was helping out. He was helping load the chute with Liam, and then he was running the Ivomec, the pour-on. I was running the needles. But biggest thank you goes out to Mrs. Piper Doug, because she kept the whole thing running smooth as butter and ran the bookwork and even helped make sure they were being split side to side which way was the right way. So teamwork makes the dream work. So like I said, isn't that right, Sigger? Like I said, that's the big lot. Processed, sexed, 7-way and Ivomect. The reason we didn't just go ahead and do this lot over here is I'm still trying to get that piece of wall finished. Or we would have done it today because we were done in record time. And yes, by the way, everybody, my fix on the crowding tub gate worked slick as snot. That and they kept me away from the crowding tub because I just get all angry and the calves get worked up and stuff. So I was made to behave. So there you go. And so yeah, last year we ended up finishing in the dark. But then again, we were processing over 100 calves last year. This year, processing less than 90. But we started earlier and we were done a lot earlier. So I've been getting some yard work done. But I've got a lot to get done because tomorrow I've got to take off. Go and do some secret stuff. Talking to Shoal Lake Farm Equipment, who I just love doing business with. And like I said, if I can do all of my equipment dealership business with them, I will be a happy cappy. So they are lining up the parts to rebuild that front axle because the front axle needs to be completely torn apart because that strip spline is the king, the pinion. So right there, that's $2.5 grand. So we're just going to rebuild the whole axle, seals, bearings, the whole lot. So we'll be into about $5.5 grand. So, but 12,000 hours on it, so it's a due. So still 2-wheel drive. Okay, I'm gonna go and get on with this wall. I've blathered too long. Hello, Mr. Moon. But no, it's my cows. 1, 2, 3, 4. But no, it's my cows. So yep, we did a thing. We've always said having an older loader tractor, because this thing's coming up in 12,000 hours, and now with the front axle issues, we always said we needed a second loader tractor as a backup, or either or, which one could spell the other one off, and it's handy having a second front wheel assist tractor. So I was hoping to get another one of these, but they don't come around very often, and plus between this one And then there's the RT model of this, and then there's the massive version of this. You can get different engine, different axle, a whole bunch of different parts. It really didn't make any difference. So yeah, we went yesterday, me and Liam and I went and rented a trailer from Jody's Welding and Repair. He has a nice beaver tail trailer that he rents out. Very cheap, 175 bucks a day for a nice big trailer. And we did that. Yeah, that happened. So it is a 2950. As you can see, tires are good, not cracked. It's in fairly good shape considering its age. So it came with bucket and grab, and it has the hydraulics for the grab. And it also came with a 10-foot snow pusher. It's actually sitting up on its front right now because that's how we took it off the trailer. And then just beyond it is bale forks. Yeah, I'll be putting on later, so I'll probably put another clip in after of it getting used, because I'm pretty sure Liam is gagging to use it. So the story behind this tractor is it came up on our local classifieds not far from here, up at Rossburn, which is an hour north of here. So the story is, this old Ukrainian guy bought it years ago. It had 6,000 hours on the clock. He said it had engine work done when he bought it. And I think these were prone, the early ones blew a head gasket. Like nothing serious, but yeah, you gotta take the head off. Anyway, so he bought it. And he's a grain farmer, but he has some horses. So the only thing he's really used this for is feeding his horses and then pushing a bit of snow around the grain bins. So he figured he would be putting about 40 to 50 hours a year on it. So technically, this is around about, I would say, you know, with a little bit of a wiggle and a wink, it's less than 7,000 hours on this tractor total. It has the 3-point linkage, and as you can tell by looking at everything, it's not all wore out. He never washed it, so the oil and muck you see is what you get. All the lights work. And here's the interior. So yeah, considering its age, I think it had an interior cut done when he got it, or just after he got it. He said that the previous owner had either a dog in here or something, but it looks not bad. So yeah, it's just got the old big lever joystick for the loader, and then the front lever for the grab, and then the normal old style gearbox. But everything works except the hours. The RPMs work, all the lights work, AC, heat, all work full bore. So yeah. Ooh. The bucket needs some work done. As you can see, the floor has a bit of a bend in it and the cutting edge is all wore out. But this will do for loading silage, which we're about to start doing here before long. And we got a pretty good deal on it. Quite a bit less than 40 grand, and that's all we need to tell you. And yeah, good tires, front wheel assist, heavy duty. Like, it's a heavy little tractor. It'll lift the hay bale easy peasy. And like I said, for the low hours, let me get it back up here. For the low hours, it'll do us just dandy for what we need. Yeah, and the nice thing is it's got one of those circulating heaters in it, so she'll fire right up. So yeah, I'll put another clip in after with the big blade on. So the other big thing we do right after New Year is we put out the yellow tubs. Since we started putting out these elite breeder tubs with Romanson and a whole package of really good minerals for cows that are in the last trimester of pregnancy, because we calve March 1st. Before a cow just walked right in front of it. Hey, I don't know why the lights come on my phone. It's weird. Anyway, so yeah, we started using these tubs right after New Year and right at calving time. 2 years ago we started. So the first year we used that, and we hadn't used a oral paste in the calves. We had a really bad coccidiosis outbreak in the calves. Lost over a dozen calves between calving and 2 months later, because coccidiosis comes on really bad at a month to 2 months. So yeah, that was awful. Last year we didn't lose a single calf between those mineral tubs with the Romanson and then the oral paste. I can't remember the name, and if I do remember, I'll post a picture. I think it's called Borgal, if I remember correctly. I'll put a picture in here. So yeah, we didn't lose a single calf last year to scours, pneumonia, or anything. I know Sunny Farms in South Dakota have had really good luck with the paste that they're using. I went to order some this year and they are completely sold out. But we had great luck with the stuff we were using, so why mess with it? Sure thing. Anyway, so yeah, the tubs are a little expensive. They are $270. No, that's more than that. $280. It's $280 plus taxes for these tubs. But you don't need a whole lot of them. It's not like when you're using your normal summertime minerals. You give them one right at the start of the last trimester, and you give them one right at calving. That's it. One tub should do, what did they say, 60 something head? But we'll see how it goes. We gave one to the second calvers. We don't give any to the first calvers because they don't actually need any help. We give the paste to the calves on the first calvers, but we don't need to give the other ones, the elite breeder. But second calvers and then the rest of the herd. So calves are coming. So I'm going to, as you can see, I'm going to blast in 2 new passes, and because this end of the field is more sand. And oh yeah, we're getting ready to plant some more trees, everybody. These tree rows out here didn't take very well, so we're going to plant a different variety, or 2 varieties, the same that we have up in the grain field. Scots pine and cottonwood. So yeah, got some, can't even see. We got some right there, but yeah, so that's going to be another project. Working with the Conservation District. Well, let's get on. They're almost here. Oh, they're chasing me. Oh my gosh. Done. Whew. So, the nice thing about getting this wall done is this wall in that pen is part of the processing alley that will be made with a couple of panels, and then the crush will sit here, so we can load these cows and get them off to our buyer, and then process these calves across the road to the other calves. and be done. Woo! Oh. Yes, that's right. Here at the Shire farm, we're not biased in any way. Here we have International. Here we have Takeuchi. Here we have John Deere. Here we have Agco Alice. Here we have Alice Chalmers. Here we have New Holland. And last, but by no means least, we have in the corner Ford. Oh, and let's not forget Fordson Major sitting in the middle of the yard there. So yes, we are all inclusive here at Shire Farms. Have a nice day. So yeah, one would say it's a little oversized. But Liam was running it and he said, the little tractor, it runs it really good. Like it's a hard push when it starts digging into the ground, but you shouldn't really be doing like much dirt moving. It's for snow for the most part. But I might at some point change the brackets on this, either for the skid steer or for the other tractor, because the other tractor is a little bit bigger. Not a whole heck of a lot. It's only about 10 horse. It's not even 10 horsepower difference between this one and the orange one. And I think this one weighs as much as the other one's, just shorter. So yeah. Yeah, there's a few little odds and bods here. It's got an oil leak up in the tank up above the radiator there. I haven't even looked into it. He said the oil never dropped enough to ever worry about it. But I will get involved in it. But yeah. Looks good. Good new. Yeah, all the lights work, which is crazy for a tractor that is 40 years old. It's a 83, I found out. So yeah, a couple of little road rashes here and there, but apart from that, I'm happy. Like, holy crap, the tires might actually be original. Who knows? Because those are old style. Huh. Anyway, there you go. So, lovely day today. And handy tip number 73.5.6. To get the old windows clean on the old feeding wagon. Yeah, window's still broken. What do? Well, everything will freeze on the window. But not if you keep the handy dandy window cleaner jet bottle that's been used and emptied, and then you put winter windshield washer fluid for your truck in a squirty bottle. Yeah, Piper Doug, recycling, doing stuff smart kind of stuff like. So there you go, use it if you want. Just an ordinary jobber wind, I don't know, like, what do you call those? Oh, I can't even tell you the name of some of those window cleaner type dealios, but so yeah, when they're empty, stick them in the box, and then, because in the summertime I just fill it with water. I have one for water, and then this one just has the winter stuff. Because I used to keep the winter windshield washer fluid in a tray, dip the old spatula there into the tray and go about it, and it would just dry up. It really evaporates really quickly, but you keep it in a bottle. This is taking a hell of a lot longer to explain putting windshield washer fluid, winter stuff, into a squirt bottle to clean your windows. There you go. Oh my gosh. Okay. Crush part 2. So kind of got to angle the best we can to load the trailer and go out that gate there. So what will end up happening tomorrow, we shut the big crew out in the pasture. It's supposed to be nice, plus I need these corral panels. So I'm gonna bring in 2 of them. So one will go from here up straight and then one will angle over, and that'll let us catch these ones. So we're pulling the calves out first, and we'll Ivamac and black leg shot them, and then sex them, because I think there's 11 calves, 3 heifers, 8 bulls, or 9 bulls and 2 heifers. I can't remember. Anyway, so there's 11 calves to come out of here, and they'll go across to the big pens, because our buyers are going to be coming looking at the pens here in the next few weeks. And then once the calves are out of here, then these cull cows can go. There's 9 to go. 8 definitely, 1's questionable whether they'll take her or not. But, so yeah, a little bit of cash flow for the farm. So yeah, I'll have to plead with the boss lady to come out and be a gate boss so I can get these panels in here. This is not a normal setup doing this way for the cull cows, but we don't have an ideal setup for this situation. But the great thing about having a mobile crush is you can make it up wherever you want to go. So that's what we're doing. So this will let us pull up and then go out there and away. That's the plan. So tune in next time to see how that goes. Yeah, nice weather for the next almost 2 weeks now. Woohoo! Because we're not calving right now. That's why. Yeah. But anyway, like I said, join me next week and Mrs. Piper Duck and the cattle. Kids are both back to school, back to university, so it's just us old fogies. So we'll see you in the next one. Teddy, bye.